Hi everyone, we're back again with Erin's Conversations Over Coffee. This time we're out of the city in a beautiful town just 2 hours outside of Medellin, Colombia called Guatapé. I'm here today with Megan and we're going to find out a little bit more about her journey and how she ended up in Colombia. All right Megan, so how did you end up in Colombia? Was it your plan to come here all along? Did you have a visa? What brought you here?
I was originally in Puerto Rico and there was a hurricane and so I had to evacuate. Actually I got trapped there. And then when I finally could leave, I couldn't go back. And so I started looking at other places to go that had like the same time zone. And Colombia just kept coming up. Like people kept telling me like, oh, it's a really good place. Like it's cheap. People are friendly. It's beautiful. And so I decided to start here. And I was going to move to Cali for salsa. And no, I just stayed in Medellin. It's a great city and it sucked me right in.
Yeah. What was it about Medellin that made you stay? What trapped you here instead of going to Cali, the salsa capital of Colombia?
So many things, yeah. So there's dancing in Medellin as well. So I wasn't, like I found it here. I had a group of friends that I made and we went out together. And so that was good. And then Medellin is so green. There's so many like green spaces, parks. And it's really easy to get out of the city into nature. You can go on hikes, that are still like, 30 minutes? And you're there in the forest. And the people are really friendly. I'm from a small town in the south, and so there are a lot of similarities. People just randomly talk to you, they're curious, and I really like that. So yeah, I think those are the main reasons.
I see that in a lot of people. They love the people, they love the weather, they love the access to the mountains and to nature, and also, we can come to beautiful places like this in Guatapé.
It's so easy, yeah.
In 2 hours.
Yeah, and you look and you're in like a magical jungle and there's like waterfalls everywhere. Who's not gonna like that?
So when you arrived here, did you have a visa and did you have any sort of plan whatsoever? Did you just come and kind of make it work as you?
Yeah, because I work online, I can work from anywhere that had internet. I researched this first and I was like, no, Medellin has good internet, it's not a problem. And so, yeah, I came here just like passing through, like I was gonna go to Cali for a while, I was gonna see other countries, and no, Medellin is so nice, Colombia is so nice, and because I can work online, I have that like flexibility. It just wasn't, I didn't have a lot of plans, and so it was kind of open.
The plan was no plan.
The plan was no plan, yeah.
It's so interesting because I talk to so many people that come to Colombia and they don't really have a plan, but somehow they're able to stay. Yeah. So without a job working for a Colombian company, how were you able to stay with, the issue of the visa, or how did you make that? That something?
So, I've been here off and on as a tourist. And so I had a tourist visa. I changed it for a student visa. I came back to a tourist visa. I left for a while, and then I came back again on a tourist visa, and then was trapped by quarantine. So, in a way that kind of worked out for me because I didn't want to leave. But, and then, my job, I work online, and so as long as I have internet, I can be anywhere. And so between those two things, I have so much flexibility that it wasn't really like an issue for me.
So tell us a little bit more about your job. What do you do here? Is it something that allows you to live well? Sort of what is the cost of living for you in the lifestyle?
So I'm a communication coach. I work for a company where, a dog.
Hi, This is what happens when you're staying on a farm.
So, and so I work with engineers, teaching them communication skills. I get paid well for Colombia, and so I live pretty comfortably here. I don't have like a crazy lifestyle, because I move back and forth as well. Like I haven't bought an apartment. I don't have a car, so those kind of expenses I don't have to worry about. I want to say $1,000.
About $1,000.
I live comfortably with $1,000.
And that includes apartment, going out, food, transportation.
Yeah, I don't think I spend more than that.
Another question I had for you was, what are your future plans? I know that's a question that everybody loves.
In the time of COVID, what are my future plans?
In times of COVID, what are your future plans?
Such a good question. They're kind of open, again, like I'm pretty flexible, but I am thinking about studying a master's in Norway. I'm going to be applying next month, and so I guess it kind of depends whether or not I get into that master's program, where I'm going to be, but I will probably come back to Colombia in January. I'll go home see my family, I'll come back, and then if I do get into that program, I'll be in Norway in the fall. And so Colombia for a while. But yeah, so they're open, and if not, maybe go somewhere else, maybe Mexico. Brazil's pretty nice. Yeah.
Thanks again for tuning in to Erin's Conversations Over Coffee. Check out TCI for more advice, inspiration, and stories from other expats looking to move abroad. See you soon!